The Rocket offense has the ball for just the second time this half as Nowacki looks deep. He's got Tipavon. Huge play for Rockvale and a Rocket touchdown. 80 yards from Logan Nowacki to Anthony Tipavon. The train horns were sounding on Railroad Road, but it was the Rockets taking flight to cut this to a one-score game. We told you before the game it would be twin sanity. It's been that so far for Summit. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard pass play. Another fake. It's Destin Wade, but he pitches to Keaton. The twin telepathy shows through, and Keaton Wade scores. Touchdown Summit. The Twins are out in full force. 2nd and 10 from the 23. Holcomb towards the end zone, intercepted. Bryce Niesick with the pick, and Lebanon's got it back with 2:05 to go. Bryce Niesick takes it right to his head coach, Chuck Gentry, with a pick that may have just sealed it for the Blue Devils. An extra challenge for one of the best QBs, if not the best in the state. Marcel Reed looking to throw. Has good protection as he rolls right. Reed eyes towards the end zone, to the back of the end zone. Touchdown! Marcel Reed right on the money to his main man, Claiborne Richards. 2nd and 5. Another handoff to Cummings. Pearl's all over it. Got 3 bodies on him. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 5. Taurus Turrentine was the first man in, number 51, senior D tackle. 2 big questions about Taurus Turrentine, and the answer to both of them is no. Is he related to Andre Turrentine, formerly of Ensworth, now at Ohio State? No, he's not. And also, is he a Taurus? No, he's not. He's a Scorpio. 0 for 2. MyTV30's first visit to Tullahoma High School since 2010. We're having fun in the state quarters. It's a blackout. 3rd and 9 for Pearl Cone out of their timeout. Keyshawn Tarleton looking to throw. Flushed out by Caden Tucker. Flips it off, incomplete. Everybody downfield was covered. He just tried to throw it to Robinson and they couldn't connect. 4th down.
Yeah, that was a great overall defensive effort. They got pressure on the quarterback. They had everything covered up down the field. There was nowhere for Tarleton to throw the football right there. And what a big stop for the Wildcats with 11 minutes to go in this game.
Pearl Cone will punt back to Tullahoma, looking for their first lead. You see Tarleton, the quarterback, wincing over there on the sideline. Justin Villa will punt to Chris Usselton. 4th quarter, Tullahoma's going to go after it. Best punt of the night for Villa. Sends Usselton all the way to his right, and he'll just yell fire and let this one bounce. Very good punt for Pearl Cone. Tullahoma will start at their own 33. 7-7 ball game with 10:50 to go in regulation, and here are some scores around the Nashville area. Ravenwood in a 1-score game with Summit down there in Spring Hill in the 6A quarterfinals. Winner of that game plays the winner of Hendersonville Beach. Hendersonville leading that one 27-14 right now. The winner of Hendersonville Beach will host that game. Page looking to end Green Hills Cinderella season in 5A. Winner of that game will face Henry County in the state semis. And MBA is through. The Big Red are going to Chattanooga.
How about Marty Uverard and the Big Red for the NBA? That's an impressive win over Christian Brothers out of Memphis.
Tullahoma football tied 7-7 to Dixon right at midfield. Ryan Scott to Jacob Dixon. That's the money combination for the Wildcats.
Well, Max, that's what I've been calling for on 1st down a lot of this game right here. I love the call by the Olives right there. Loosens up this defense. It wasn't play action, but Scott gives them a little hitch right there, and it's just enough to get Dixon open in that zone coverage.
Gain of 22 for a BMC Metalworks 1st down for Tullahoma High. Pitch to Keyshawn Cummings off left. He'll gain a yard. Nice tackle by Jock Williams, who had that big break up earlier.
Yeah, great tackle by Williams in space right there, because I want to tell you, I think that Cummings had a little bit of room to run right there, and Jock Williams came up and did a nice job from his outside backer position.
8 carries for just 5 yards for Cummings, while his backup Jackson Sheffield has 33 yards on 8 carries, plus a 10-yard catch. Here's an end around, a double pitch. Brody Melton looking deep downfield. He's got Usselton. Touchdown, Tullahoma on the trick play of the year. 43 yards from Brody Melton to Chris Usselton, and the Wildcats have their first lead of the night.
Well, this is a play where you've got one shot to run it right here. Dixon does a nice job of pitching it out to Melton and then makes a huge block right there. And then he finds his receiver, Usselton, downfield. You've got one shot to run that, and they executed that perfectly.
Now they'll go with the muddle huddle, and something procedurally was wrong before it. Dixon would have scored for 2, but a flag came out pre-snap.
They like the look they got from the defense up front.
No, maybe not. Tullahoma's happy, but they blew whistles before the play was over. Wow.
Yeah, I don't understand that one at all, because the official came in blowing the whistle, which makes the play dead. So you can't score when the play's dead. And if I'm Coach Brunetti, I'm asking for some splaining on that one.
If that counts as 2, it's now 15-7 Tullahoma, and it looks like it will.
Yeah, you don't have the option. Once the official blows the whistle, whether it's an inadvertent whistle or not, the play is dead. That's what happened. And they need to get the PAT team back on the field.
I think they are trying this again.
Yeah, and that's the right decision right there. That's the right call.
It was a penalty against Pearl Cone, but the encroachment enforced the whistle before the play, before the snap, technically. The whistle was definitely blown before Jacob Dixon got in.
Yeah, and hats off to the official who ran down the line, got the white hat, and said, look, I blew the whistle. The play's dead. Just another great job. Pearl Cone's offsides. They like the look. They got great blocking by the big guys up front. And they're just going to kick this one.
How about Reagan Tomlin on the snap? What do we even call that? A fast pitch snap? A softball snap? I liked it, whatever it was.
You call it whatever you want to call it. It worked.
They'll take the one this time. It's Justice Chadwick for the PAT. 14-7 Tullahoma. Ryan Scott pitches to Jacob Dixon, who pitches to Brody Melton, who throws to Chris Usselton. 4 guys touch the ball, and Tullahoma's got the lead. Big game tonight in the second round of the Tennessee High School football playoffs. The Tennessee Army National Guard's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Dr. Pepper, is once again in Class 6A as the Riverdale Warriors visit the Lebanon Blue Devils in a matchup of 10-1 teams with amazing defenses here on MyTV30 tonight. Good evening, everybody. Max Herz alongside Josh Corey. And Josh, 2 teams that have done it with defense this year meet tonight with the season on the line.
Yeah, that's right, Max. 2 10-1 teams that really have taken the next step to get here. Both of these programs are pretty good, but they've taken that next step to come closer to the state championship. And you're right about defense. These are 2 of the better defenses in the state, probably the 2 best that we've seen in a game all year long.
Winner advances to the state quarterfinals as we take a look at our mission for tonight's game, brought to you by the Tennessee Army National Guard. First up for Riverdale and their defense that is as fast as anybody's, especially at linebacker.
Well, maybe not the world's fastest defense, but these guys sure can run. And Riverdale gives up the fewest points per game in the state at 5.9. Look for these guys to cover a lot of ground and defend every blade of grass on the field. Even with a 10-1 record, the Warriors have been plagued by key penalties all season. They had a ton of penalties in their only loss to Oakland and had 2 costly 15-yard penalties in the red zone last week. If you're going to win playoff games, you got to cut out the mistakes and play more disciplined football.
Our mission for Lebanon also starts with their defense and a month-long lockdown. Their defense has not allowed a point in 18 quarters.
Yeah, we talked about Riverdale's defense, but how about that Lebanon defense? The Blue Devils haven't given up an offensive touchdown since October 1st and rely heavily on that group headed into the second round of the playoffs. They've only given up 9 points per game. You can tell these are 2 defensive-minded coaches tonight. Offensively, look for Lebanon to get the ball into space and into the hands of their playmakers, Anthony Crowell and Camontez Logue. These guys are dangerous, fun to watch, and will make you defend the entire field. Should be pretty entertaining.
That's our mission for tonight's game, brought to you by the Tennessee Army National Guard. And in a game where we expect great defense, let's start our players to watch with the best defensive player in this game. Riverdale senior outside linebacker, 3-star commit to the University of Tennessee, Elijah Herring.
Well, Elijah Herring is such a fun player to watch. He leads Riverdale in tackles for losses and sacks. He's the best pass rusher coming off the edge you'll see all year long. And don't be surprised to see him involved in the passing game on offense tonight at tight end. He's a versatile kid who has all the tools to be a really good SEC linebacker at Tennessee next year. And amongst all the accolades, Max, he's a Tennessee Tough Award winner from earlier this season. Pretty good resume.
Our Lebanon key player scores as a wide receiver on offense, as a safety on defense, and as a returner on special teams. Anthony Crowell has really come on this last month.
Yeah, Crowell's a dynamic playmaker for Lebanon. Whether it's on offense, defense, special teams, he scores touchdowns in just about any way you can think of. Crowell's a 2-way starter for the Blue Devils, and on defense, he's a ball hawk at safety. The junior will be relied on heavily tonight in all 3 phases of the game, and that's why he's our key player to watch for Lebanon.
It's the best defense in the Nashville area against the hottest defense in the Nashville area. Lebanon and Riverdale with the spot in the state quarterfinals on the line. Kickoff is next.